Infinite love, eternal true peace wave to you all. I come to you in the name of the Creator through the elements of fire, earth, air, water, and ether. What's good with y'all, man? My name Prophet, and you tune into the channel Eternal Prophet. All right. Yeah, man. As you can see, or if in case you don't know, it's morning time. Yeah. and and I and the universe just laid it on my heart to hurry up and just break down what I like to call the solar energy time deception grid. Solar energy time deception grid. I'm gonna break that down for y'all, man, and I'm gonna show y'all why getting your me time is very, very important. I don't know if people heard that song before, but me time is very, very, very important. And I'm gonna show you how it's designed so that you don't get any me time at the most important times that you need the me time. Okay? So kicking it right off, first and foremost, you must know that just like you are a living organism, okay, the earth is also a celestial organism, living organism, okay? And just as you have chakras and you have a spirit and a soul, the earth has one also, okay? You may not believe it, you may not know it, but all you have to do is just look it up and do your research. I'm not going to give it to you on a platter. I had to dig. You're going to have to dig also, and let intuition and the universal internet, when you tap into it, be your guide. Okay? All right. So now, when I'm breaking down this solar energy time deception grid, I'm breaking down the important pertinent times that the earth energy is at a high flux, and you can gather more and power yourself up more with your thought practices and meditative practices, and these waves that the earth emit at these peak times of the days and nights. At these peak times of the days and nights, you can tap in, and your energy will be quote unquote more amplified. Your energy will be quote unquote recycled back unto you, and you'll be more refreshed. It's like pressing refresh on your computer, or clearing the history on your computer and getting refreshed. Okay, I'm gonna break down to you the important times and why they have you at these important times the most busiest. Okay, so now I already break down to you that everything is designed after Mother Nature, and Mother Nature is the zodiac and astrology. Okay, so I already broke down. If y'all looked at my part 1, 2, and 3 of the zodiac crash course, zodiac and astrology crash course, you'll see I already broke down the elements and the numbers behind the numbers and everything. Okay, when it comes to the zodiac, the basic things, basically a zodiac 101 for beginners. Okay, so now with that being said, the if you look at the clock, okay, the clock is designed after the zodiac wheel. Okay, and if you look at the clock, it is divided into 4 parts. Okay, it is divided into 4 parts representing the 4 elements, 4 seasons. Okay, and yes, the 4 elements, the 4 seasons, and more fours, whatever fours you could think of. The four quarters equaling the whole. Okay, and if you look at it, it's 12, 3, 6, and 9. Excuse me. Why is the 12, 3, 6, and 9 so important? Okay. All right. So now I'm about to break it. Now we're about to get into the science of this. Now we're about to break it down and get into the science. And I took a few little notes to lay up there and break down this time and the energy grid. All right. So as you know, energy is what is the leading factor behind everything into existence. All right, and everything in existence what vibrates, and vibrates mean what? If it vibrates, that means it moves. Okay, so now when we've recorded the vibration waves of certain we've recorded the vibration waves of just recording them. Period. When they're recorded, they are recorded on an up and down scale, a up, down scale on the water symbol scale. Okay, some of them go a little bit, but it's always a up, down, up, down, up, down. This is why the Illuminati and people who worship the Baphomet are worshiping the as above, so below. That's what that means. Up, down, up, down, up, down. As above, so below. Positive, negative. Okay, but there's a science behind it. All right, and I'm about to break it down to you right quick. Okay, so now when I say solar energy, I'm also just break down the spelling, and spelling is really syllables. Okay, this is the syllables is what you got to watch for. Okay, so break down the spelling and break down soul are. Our souls are from where? The sun. This is why they call us star children, because the sun is a star. All right, we are composed of stardust, or aka sun dust. All right, this is why the sun powers your melanin and charges you and feeds you and gives you life and everything on the planet Earth, life, because it is your natural charger. If you were an iPhone, the sun is your charger. Okay, so now, with that being said, waves are being recorded on an up down on an up down basis. Okay, now if you want to and it's broken down into numbers. This is why, and I got to break, and I'm also do a video about how they cast spells on you with the shapes, with the words, and with the numbers. Okay, so back again, up down scale, as above so below, up down. Why is this so important? The as above so below represents the wave. Okay, so now when you look at the wave scale, all of the up points and the up peaks, you're gonna go up, start at 1, down 2, up 3, down 4, up 5, down 6, up 7, down 8, up 9, down 10, so on, so forth. So the up points would be what? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. The low points would be what? 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Okay, so now with that being said, why is this important? The reason why is this important is because, okay, the up points represent the positive, the low points on the wave scale represent the negative. Okay, this is what make the wave a full complete wave, as above so below. All right, so now when you break that down, your positive, break that now, bring that to a further dimensional scale, and on a scale of dimensions that are vibrating also, the up dimension, the first dimension would be a positive dimension. Second dimension would be a lower wave, negative dimension, right? The third dimension is meant to be a positive dimension, but it has been hijacked, right? The fourth dimension is the lower fourth dimension. Why do you think they call it the lower fourth dimension? Damn, if four is after 3, then why is it called the lower fourth? Look at the honeybees is communicating with me. When you're in tune with nature, the honeybees and everything comes and communicate with you, okay? And this is what I'm trying to show you. The animals will respect you when you're in tune with the mother, all right? But back to what I was saying. Why do you think they call it the lower fourth dimension, and it's after the third? Because it's on the lower vibratory scale. And why you think we are ascending from the third dimension to the fifth dimension? We're bypassing the fourth and ascending from the third to the fifth, and getting out of the hijack through some grand divine extraterrestrial interdimensional help. And I'll explain that later and just break it down in simple layman's terms. We ain't got to get into the big old lingo terms to get us lost, because the only thing we're focused on is that we are all part of the human family. And if we practice these things that I'm showing you in all these video series, we will have a better quality of life for us right here, right now. We don't have to wait for nobody to come and save us. We can save ourselves. Okay. All right. So now with that being said, all right. So This is the energy grid, okay? And this is important to remember when you dealing with dimensions and when you dealing with time and things of that nature. So this is why they have this is why they demonize the 666, right? This is why they demonize the 666, right? And they the 777 they put it what above, because as above so below, and it all represents energy. And the 666 is not bad in itself. They've just painted it in your mind and you perceiving it as a bad number, as a bad thing, okay? But no, 666 is a representation of many good things that are you, period. All right, and they're just giving you in the forms of other spells like geometric shapes, and they're giving you spells in the form of numbers, and you do not know it. You're being enticed by the numbers. You're being enticed by the shapes. You think the words are something, but the numbers and the shapes do a doozy on you, and you don't even know it. And you just gotta be on the lookout and be mindful. Okay, so now, with that being said, the solar energy time deception grid. I want to break that down some more. All right, and I broke down to you the ups and the downs, the positive and the negatives. Okay, so now with that being said, Mother Earth, as she's spinning, she has a up and down cycle, and this cycle is modeled after the zodiac again, every 3 hours. Hence, fourth, 12, 3, 6, and 9. 12, 3, 6, and 9. It's really 4, but the law of duality makes it 8 because there's an AM and a PM, as above, so below. So your AM, 12, 3, 6, and 9 AM hours would be the time to harness your positive energies when the sun is shining down on the soul, because your souls are from the sun. Solar energy, souls are energy. Just peep the spelling. All you have to do is peep the spelling. Okay, so now with that being said, all right, so the daytime hours, your AM hours will be your positive energy grid hours to harness positive energy from the sun when you do your me time, and I'm gonna explain it all in a minute. All right, and your nighttime hours, your PM hours, is when you'll be able to summon more negative frequencies. Okay, so now with that being said, all right, why is all of this important? Because they've hijacked you. And during the time of the peak hours when you're supposed to be communicating or getting recharged from Mother Earth, from the Earth grid through through solar power and solar recharging, you are at your busiest. So let's check out the grid. 12 o'clock midnight, you're either partying or you what? Sleep. And if you are up, you are doing some insomniac type of, or you're doing something that's not meditation, or something that's not chakra activation, or something that's not feeding your soul, spirit, mind, and body with positivity at 12 midnight. All right, then you probably kicked up on the phone with your baby. Whatever you're doing, you're not doing me time. All right. Then at 3 o'clock in the morning, you either sleep or you're just waking up for work, or you're just getting off of work if you got a night job. Right. Then at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? What happened? What's going on at 6 o'clock in the morning? You either on a commute to work or just waking up to go to work, right? And then at 9 o'clock in the morning, you're either already at work, you heard me, or you about to lay up there and go to work, or you on the way to work. So now, and then at 12 in the afternoon, what? You're eating lunch, right? Or you're doing something to do with to do filling your body with that junk, all right? And then after that, at 3 o'clock in the evening, your wave has been lowered from the food you've eaten at 12, and the job that you are in, you're winding down, getting ready to get off from the job at 3. So you're tired from all of the day's activities of hustle and bustle of the slavery, because we weren't meant to have jobs. Jobs are just another word for the term you're a slave. You're just getting your paid slavery. Okay, so now with that being said, all right, 6 o'clock, you're either on the way home or you're just getting in from work. 9 o'clock, you just got through eating dinner, putting the kids or doing whatever you're doing with your life, and about to go to bed or relax and watch some TV and go to sleep, and then bam, 12 o'clock midnight, you're in the bed again, or you're doing whatever you're doing. So they've hijacked you on all 8 points of the grid. Now, when I tell you the PM, the wee hour points of the grid are supposed to be your recharging of sleep. See, they always lied to us and told us successful people don't get no rest, and I don't get tired, and I don't sleep. And man, for one, you're robbing yourself of communication with the ethereal plane when you rob yourself of sleep. Sleep is the way that we can, one, recharge these bodies, these vehicles, two, recharge our spirits, and three, go to the ethereal plane, or go to the ether world, or go to the spirit world, or whatever you like to call it. I call it the intangible. Okay, and communicate and bring things. If you're in tune enough, you could go to the world of the intangible and bring it back to the world of the tangible. Okay, like I don't know if any of y'all ever went to sleep, but I do music, and I went to sleep and had a dream. I was in the studio singing a song and came up out of the dream with that song, that beat, that melody from out of the ether world. And y'all gonna hear that song soon, all right? Yeah, y'all know I get down with that rap too. Yeah, I'm nice. Yeah, for real. But anyway, so this is the time they have you occupied at all these times so that you don't get your me time. Now, what is me time? Me time is time that you're not talking. Me time is time that you are reflecting. And the voice in your head is not running a million miles a minute, okay? Like I told you before, if you want to know the difference between your ego, which is the voice in your head running at a million miles a minute that you think you can't turn off, and your true spirit self, all you got to do is ask yourself, I wonder what my next thought is going to be. And while you're waiting for the next thought, which is your brain, matter, activity, mind, which is the voice in your head, we like to call it ego, while you're waiting for that voice to come back, who is that waiting for the voice? The voice left. So now who is that waiting for the voice? Oh, it's the original you. So we know the difference between your ego, the voice in your head, and you, the spirit you. Okay? So now, me time is turning that voice in your head off and reflecting to your inner. All right? Now, they say praying is praying to the universe and praying to Great Mother, or whatever belief you pray to, or whatever God you pray to. All right? But guess what? Meditating is receiving the answer. And the only way you can receive the answer is by turning the voice off in your head so you can hear the still voice within yourself. But they got you in the solar energy time deception grid. You don't have no me time. This is why the most important people in history, from Jesus to Malcolm to Honorable Elijah Muhammad to anybody you name that was any kind of philosophical or great influential mind in the realm of conscious thinking, they came into that. Anybody who accomplished anything great, really, they came into their moment of greatness in the time of seclusion. Okay, ask anybody. Malcolm X, he came into himself in jail. Elijah Muhammad came into himself in jail. Okay, a lot of revolutionaries came into the enlightenment in jail. Why? Because they had me time, and they were able to receive the light codes and the information, the information signals that are invisible to us, right? And receive them in the form of inspiration and ideas and creative imagination, creative imaginative thinking. All right. But when you don't have any me time and you're on a hustle and bustle, there's no time for creativity because you're slaving for the 9 to 5. You're slaving. There are only 3 halves in a day divided into 8 parts. Okay? You only got 24. All right? So now with that being said, so keep this in mind to get your me time. Your me time is eating something right, drinking you something clean, reading you something, you putting something clean in your mind and read you something. I don't care if it's the Bible, I don't care if it's whatever. Put something clean into your mind. All right. Then if you wanna meditate and reflect, man. You could do all of these 3 things in an hour. All 3 things you could do. You could take 30 minutes to do one and split the other 2 into 15-minute intervals. You hear me? So I mean, an hour a day, keep the doctor away. All right. So Man, I just wanted to break this down for y'all this morning because it was on my heart. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything, if I wrote any side notes. All right. Let me see. All right. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's another thing. For people who are for the near-death experience people, or the people you ever wonder why people say there was a light at the end of the tunnel? Because when we know that we are infinite beings and our souls are from Ra, Father Ra, the sun, which our ancestors dubbed and called and labeled him, and he is a living being. And I'm going to break that down in later videos of how a population of conscious beings could reach a critical mass and become their own universe and bust and do their own God particle, boom, and evolve into a universe of celestial bodies, suns, stars, and be fruitful and multiply and become their own Ra, their own Earths, and their own everything. That's a whole nother esoteric level that they don't break down to you. But at the end of these videos, after I break down in layman's terms, then y'all gonna get that. I'm gonna break that down to y'all. It's a real when you tap into. It's another thing. It's another thing. So when the light at the end of the tunnel, that's Ra calling you back to it. So when you hear people say, "I seen the light at the end of the tunnel," right? Or they always see the light. They always see the light after the near-death experience. Why? Because the light is where you come from. Right there. They say you are children of the Most High. What is the most highest life giver in the sky you know of? Children of the Most High. Watch the spelling. These are spells. You must be able to break them down and understand them, because we live in a universe, an interverse, and a multiverse. And I'm gonna that's a whole nother video too. The universe, interverse, multiverse. The trinity of universes. Okay? So now, with that being said, let me see if I missed anything. I don't know if I missed anything. I don't know if I had something else on my mind that I wanted to reveal to y'all, but I appreciate y'all giving me this time right here. Man, like I said before, man, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Prophet504. Y'all can also holler at me on the Twitter. You dig at Eternal Prophet 8 at Eternal Prophet 8. Okay? So man, I thank y'all for tuning into the channel. I'm trying to think before I go, do I have anything else I want to tell y'all? Oh yeah, I do want to tell y'all. I love y'all, man. Everybody who's watching, everybody who's not watching. I love y'all, man. The time is upon us. We must rise. Our vibrations must rise. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Okay? So we just have to be ready for when the ascension happens. And I'm just trying to get you guys prepared. Because you got to be prepared physically. Your vehicle has to be clean in order for your molecular structure to fully change. Okay? You have to be prepared mentally, because there's going to be some disasters. There's going to be some, like Tupac said in the song Smile, there's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard for you to smile in the future. But whatever do you see, through all of the rain and the pain, you got to keep your sense of humor. You got to be able to smile through all this BS. All right? So with that being said, what else I wanted to so you got to have your body clean. You got to have your mental fortitude on tack and strong. You got to have your spirits and your chakras activated. It has to be a trinity. It has to you notice everything is broken down in threes. Why you think the triangle offense is the best offense in basketball, and why you think the plate on the baseball, the home plate is a triangle, and why you gotta know the shapes, the geometric shapes. Everything is a spell. And I gotta break that down through the sake of geometry, and I'm gonna break that down to y'all. But if y'all just go hurry up and watch that movie Doctor Strange, the new movie Doctor Strange, it breaks down, man, they're giving it to you right there in front of your face. The chakras, sacred geometry right there in front of your face in the form of a fiction movie. Okay, so um, as y'all can see, it got cloudy on me, and it got cloudy on me. All right, and I guess it's time for me to sign off, man. I love y'all once again, and thank for y'all for tuning in, man. Because guess what, the awakening is upon us. What a time to be alive, right? I come to you in infinite love, eternal truth, peace, wave to all y'all. You heard me? I mean, like, y'all gotta be excited about, if y'all just tap in, y'all gotta be excited. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you. All right. That's what I forgot to tell you. It came in when I said tapped in. Boom. For those that are tapped in, or for those who are trying to tap in, when you tapped in, all right, let me break this down right quick. They say everything in life is modeled after the spirit world. It must start in the spirit world in order for it to be a physical reality, because the spirit world is the world of the thought. Okay? So now, with that being said, if everything in life is modeled after the spirit world, or is started up in the spirit world, then when let's look at this world right quick, and we have Google, a search engine, okay, and we could go on this search engine and basically find anything we want, just the typing of some words, all right, anything, all right. Well, what is the Google? What is the Google system, or the search? What is the search engine of the spirit world? What is the search engine of the universal, universal internet? Universal, universal, multiversal internet. Okay, what is that? What is the Google for that? Tapping in. And man, and a lot of this information I'm giving y'all wasn't read in a book. It was read because it was read when I tapped in. When I got tapped into the internet, when I got tapped into the universal internet, oh my goodness. It's like, you ever see the movie where something is traveling, or they trying to show you the speed of how fast the internet travels, and they show you the tubes and how fast it travels. That's how it is. That's the sensation you get when you're downloading things from the internet, when you tap into it through meditation and chakra activation. Okay? And when you activate, it's like, boom, you get this download, and it be like, remember the movie Matrix, when they plug the thing in the back of his head and he automatically got downloaded, and you be like, I know he be like, I know kung fu, right? That's the I'm trying to give y'all the description. So a lot of the things I be bringing y'all be from directly from the universal internet, and I'm gonna break down a lot of the things that I've got from the universal internet that hasn't been revealed. Okay, but I'm breaking it down to you in parts, and we're taking this thing in steps. We're not going to take leaps. We're going to first get ourselves correct before we start the intellectual masturbation. Okay, just get ourselves correct. So once again, man, make some me time for yourself, man, and make sure that energy, make sure you're not being a victim of the solar energy. You heard me? Man, make sure you're not being a victim of the solar energy time deception, all right? The solar energy time deception grid is a beast. All right, and you gotta find you some me time in order to get you some elevation. All right, so man, once again, I love y'all, man, and thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Prophet, man. Oh, be on the tune for that next the fifth commandment too. The fifth commandment is gonna be coming up, and I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. No beef, no chicken, no pork, and I'm gonna break it down, why y'all ain't supposed to be eating that garbage, cooking that garbage. You know what I mean? And after that, you get that information, is what you do up to is on you. I still love you, because y'all my brothers, y'all my sisters, y'all my gods, y'all my goddesses, man. Y'all just gotta wake up and realize it, man. We just gotta get back to loving one another, man. The village used to raise our children. So when the mothers was when the mothers was single mothers, they had a daddy down the street. We gotta get back to that. Get back to the black. You know what I mean? Black, white, Hispanic, or Asian. You are all black. Why? Because black is not a color. Black is the source of color. So with that being said, let's all get back to the black. All the Europeans who are denying their African heritage, you got to get back to the black. The people in the Vatican are worshiping the black Madonna. They don't tell you that, though, See? So we all got to get back to the black, man. You know what I mean? Dig? I'm talking about, like, for real, man. We got to get this is associated with these spelling terms that we have been indoctrinated and programmed with, deprogram and reprogram our mind with something else. That way we can fully function within this matrix and build our own world inside this world and make the world a better place overall through these multiple vibratory things that we're doing. Okay, so once again, I said before, man, I know I said bye before, but I'm going this time for real. So peace, deuces. I love y'all, and we the real Illuminati. We the illuminated ones, the ones who enlighten the 5%ers. We the real Illuminati. Peace.